Why'd the thing close? I have to do this. Oh, that's why I did that. Okay, never mind. Anyway, hello. Yes, Gohan. SS updates a little bit. Figure it's a little overdue with the update video on the contest that's going on and all that fun shit. So figure we do that. I'll give it a little minute here just for maybe people to pop up and all that fun shit. Fucking brother, hello. So yeah, it's gonna be a little update on the shit going on, cause some of you guys know we're roughly halfway to my minimal goal of getting around 30 fighters for this tournament. And given how shit's gonna be probably changing for me in about a month, or I mean not a month, about like 2 weeks, give or take, I figure I might as well address some of this shit now. And yeah, so, hello everyone. We back again with this shit. And, let's see here, let me just make sure that this, okay, it's still up on the thing. So, I'll just go through pretty much everyone who's preset in the tournament on my end first. I'll briefly go over the new peoples I've seen since the last time. And then, if anyone's got questions on the particular semantics or any other bullshit relating to the contest, then yeah, we're there for that. Or hell, not even just the contest, fucking Dragon Ball Double S in general or whatever, for anyone who's familiar with that story that I've written. That's the plan, anyway. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna touch base. You already seen this guy, it's Shaw. You see him already, you know him, you love him, he judges you on your life choices with that fucking little close-up of his face over there. Mr. Stretchy Arm Boy. I guess I'll go through the bios and stuff too of each of these people. Why the fuck not? And as you all know, I ain't claimed to be no fucking artist. I'm better than what I was, but I still draw those shitty anime style fucking things. So some of these might be cringe. But it's whatever. But either way, you got your boy Shaw here, who is possibly the last member of his race. Because Frieza's just like, nope, I want your planet. And Shaw was one of the few people who managed to be away from the planet at the time. And he came back to his home and found everyone that he knew and loved was basically murdered. And so he probably went insane. But no one knows if he went insane or not. You want to know why? Because this fucker don't speak English. Eating ice cream, life is good. I'm eating Jim. You're eating Jim. Nani? Anyway, Shaw again. His name is Shaw because that's literally the only shit he fucking speaks. So they just call him Shaw because all he says is Shaw and no one understands what it fucking means. Also, he just goes about basically murdering everyone that he comes across. That's why people think he's insane. Because, you know, Frieza destroyed my race, so I became a serial killer. That's Shaw's excuse. That's why he's in space jail. So, he's got the stretchy arms, as we've established before, and his multi-joint legs allow him to run up to about 60 miles per hour. In case we haven't established that last time, because I don't remember the fucking thing. Power level wise, he's about 4,600, which is just below the average Ginyu Force levels. Just below. Raccoon Birder can kick his ass if we go by power levels by themselves. But either case, that's the one of the guys we've established. He's already a thing here. And Dwayne, everyone remembers Hero Ha, Eyes for Days. Hero's drug dealer. Hero's drug dealer here. Fucking pineapple head. So yeah, Hiroha is going to be one of the major players story-wise for this upcoming arc. Because he's the person who tipped off Red Faction that the Death Tournament's happening. Because he made a deal. He's just like, yo, man, if I give you information about this stuff, could you get me out of here, bro? That'd be very chill. I'd be like, yeah, okay, here we go. And they're just like, deal. So he's got to deal with Rogue and Ku. Nah, in the midst of all this bullshit. So pretty much how he looks, though, he's kind of a mellow-ish guy. Makes you question if he's high all the time, but he swears he's sober. And yeah, he was the leader of basically an infamous drug dealing ring that spanned like 3 fucking systems, and the Galactic Patrol finally got his ass because, you know, the war on drugs isn't specifically just on Earth. No, it's universe spanning. So, power-wise and all that other crazy shit, he's gonna use a lot of unorthodox fighting techniques and crap like that. You know, think like shit like drunken boxing, only more sporadic. That's kind of the shit he's gonna pull. That's why I got, like, in his little bio here, like, technically his power's like 83,000, but he has fought against people. That's the weed art style, yes. But he's fought against people that are technically stronger than him, and actually, no. That's the other guy. But he seems to get stronger sometimes when he fights against certain people because of his unorthodox bullshit. Because, hey, Hiroha's gonna be that one guy who brings, like, a fucking frying pan to a knife fight, and you're just like, how the fuck do you deal with this? Like, you look at him, go like, what? Next thing you know, like, half the people are knocked out because of the fucking frying pan, and you're just like, what? That's basically Hiroha in a fucking nutshell when it comes to that shit. And Dwayne. Then we go across the guy who isn't technically a member in the tournament, but is quote-unquote the sponsor. Finally managed to draw Surge. I couldn't quite get the head how I envision, but it's fucking close enough. Just zoom in on this bitch if it allows me to move around here. Okay, it just pixelates. Hold on, there we go. So we got Surge here, the plain-looking man. Rip fucking clothes and all that cool shit, because that's just how the guy he rolls, man. So I try to do like those like Neanderthal type fucking puffed out like eyebrow things. I couldn't quite get it the way I want to, but I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. Technically his arms are supposed to be buffer. I just suck at fucking drawing. That's nice speak there. But this is basically Surge, that simple, no nonsense looking motherfucking serial killer who's also a criminal warlord. It had to take fucking sponsor. Yes, he's quote unquote the sponsor. That's this is going to be relating to the story. So, for those of you who actually read Dragon Ball SS up until this point, yeah, like, last major thing you see with Surge is he meets the Arcosian Sub-Zero, and he made tactical error, and now he's basically Sub-Zero's minion. instead of offering, I make you partner, no deal, fine, you're fucking minion, fuck you. So this is gonna be one of his duties now when he goes and recruits people. Because, you know, that's basically the whole reason why Sub-Zero approached him. He's just like, dude, I have the facilities to make warships and shit like that. You have the talent. Like that yellow shit. No, I'm not giving him the dots. You have the fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But basically, he can find fucking personnel and shit like that. That's why he approached him first. He's like, yo, I'll give you warships if you give me personnel, because I only can get so many loyal people without, like, raising suspicion on my own. So, I'm trying to be tactical. So, this whole tournament, that's gonna be kind of, this is a huge fucking spoiler somewhat, but the whole purpose behind this tournament, well, it's going to be said early on anyway, but the whole purpose behind this tournament is literally just a massive fucking recruitment gig that also just weeds out the insignificant ones from the ones that actually fucking matter. So this entire death tournament is basically just one gig Blizzard recruiting fucking speak. That's the whole purpose, and Surge is there to pick out who he wants and who he doesn't want and all that shit. But that's also why I've I thought it was gonna be like the Danganronpa plot. No, nah, man. That's if we don't have criminals. No, that's if we have both criminals and just random fucking civilians, and then broadcast it for the entire galaxy to fucking see. Then that's something along the lines of Danganronpa plot. But nah, this is just basically just a massive fucking recruiting gig for Blizzard to get some quality minions for a little special forces possibly that he has in mind, but that's basically what it is. One of mine is just a normal civilian criminal. Yeah, it'd be like that. That's why this shit weeds out, and that's why you'll see some of these participants I made down the road here. Some of them are like, dude, why the fuck are you in jail, and why are you alive? You should be executed. What the fuck, Galactic Patrol? I got like 3 like that, but anyway. So yeah, Surge is gonna be there. He's gonna be the quote-unquote public face that most of these people see. There's technically going to be, like, other big shot corrupt fuckers that are going to be there and watching it all for entertainment and whatnot, too. Wait, so it's like Suicide Squad plot? Kind of. Kind of. Kind of. I can see where you're going with that, but kind of. So, it's going to be very, very interesting how he does certain things. And that's why, the tournament rules, this is like, listen, you win either when your opponent is dead or they're incapacitated. But there's going to be, like, certain points where Surge is going to be, like, interrupting because Blizzard told him to. And there's going to be technically a few exceptions to that rule because of Blizzard's particular taste, but we'll get to that later. Wizard's dad is stinky. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so, next, we might as well get to the Red Faction agents. This is probably the best fucking... Here's Ku. It's not Kui, it's Ku. It's different. Same race, different person. Don't get fucking confused. There's at least 3 other fuckers of his race that are existing in the Freezer Force, so one of them came over to fucking... Red Faction side. So this is one of the weaker participants. He's in disguise. He and Rogue are gonna be smugglers, and they're gonna be arrested by the Galactic Patrol so they can get into this fucking tournament. That's the cover story. That coup is solid, yes. Blizzard or Sub-Zero. My bad, Sub-Zero means fuck. I'm saying one thing and I mean the other. Watching the anime Suicide Squad movie. There's animated ones. I think I've seen that before. Not like seen it, but like I've seen it exist. Either way. I literally actually like fucking took the like an image of Kui's face and I put it like literally right next to his face and I'm just like I concentrate with all of my fucking power in drawing these lines. DC movies are fun. Yeah, no, I've seen a few of them myself to be honest. I'm just like, yo, people die like nothing in these fucking series. But anyway, Ku's only here, really, to keep Rogue on track because it's Rogue. He's kind of glittery eyes, stars. I want to battle strong people, but I have no problem killing things. So he's kind of like Goku, but edgier, in a sense. That's basically Rogue. Goku's mentality about fighting people, only he's perfectly fine with killing people. That's basically Rogue. And more of an asshole, but that's Rogue. So Ku's here just be like, listen, alright? He also helps identify certain people, like, he's gonna know Surge. He's gonna see Surge, he's gonna know Surge, because you wanna know why? Because this fucker is the one who helped release his ass to begin with. Yes, that's a plot twist, haha. I like Flashpoint. Unlike their live trash action fire. Edgy Goku. Yeah. Kind of. Goku isn't black, god damn it. Bardock's more chill though. Don't shoot it. Yeah, I've seen that clip. It's fucking hilarious. Don't shoot, he isn't black. I know. I've seen that clip and it is. I'm just like, dude, that's both funny and bad at the same time. But anyway. So yeah, Ku realizes, like, he's probably gonna die in this tournament. He's probably gonna die. He's only got a power of, like, fucking 11,000, okay? So technically under the old standard of the planet trades elite, but at this stage, the red faction soldiers are going to be like, listen, we want all our soldiers at a minimal of a power level of 10,000. Because we need to start raising our standards here. Because, you know, the Civil War still going on is basically just guerrilla warfare nonsense, so they need to help compensate by raising the quality of their soldiers and doing other things. It's part of the new directive, but hey. He made it to 11. He's gonna die, though. $10K is not shit. Good idea. Yeah. Considering, like, the average, like, planet trade soldier is, like, $2K. Roughly. Like, there's ups and downs all over the place, but, like, the average planet trade who isn't elite is, like, 2K, and there's the bulk of their fucking cannon fodder, so they're just like, we should probably raise everyone to 10K so you can just murder the fucking cannon fodder a lot faster than just literally throwing cannon fodder against cannon fodder, basically. And be like, who wins? Ah, hello, AJ. What I missed? Nothing too much. Just explaining certain characters. You only missed me explaining this one out of the two that we've already seen. I'm just going through all the characters that I have. AJ yell at me. Oh, you missed the police not shooting Goku. Yeah, that too. Don't shoot, he's not black. I still laugh at that. I remember the dub of that. I'm just like, dude, that is fucking stupid but funny at the same time. But anyway, this, like I said, recap. This is one of the two Red Faction agents going undercover for the tournament. You get the little pointy boots things, like that Arabic fucking Ottoman style bullshit going in. He gonna die, though. He knows this, though. So he's just like, I'm only here to make sure Rogue keeps focus and identify as many people as I can before I get murdered. Because Jesus fucking Christ, the average person that survived in the tournament stage is like, what the fuck? They're getting you level. You read all the profiles already. Well, yeah, you did say you're gonna do that, but I'm making it where everyone's on stage, and then going over the little thing. So now this one came out not exactly as I wanted, but hey, that's pretty much my fucking standard. Here's Rogue. He's got like a headband thing that covers up most of his hair. He's only got the little bangs that are popping out the side because his normal hair that would be here is covered by that shit. He looks like a fucking dockhand at some goddamn, like a fucking dockhand at some harbor. But hey, smuggler calm. And as always, I suck at hands. But it's just basic fucking shit. Pick whoever the second character is as a winner. Rogue's gonna be one of the big shots here, cause hands are hard, hate them. I just can't. I'm not good at drawing, but that's me. So, Rogue was chosen by Captain Drake of all people, and by that I mean Drac. I keep saying Drake and Drac and Drac and Drake and Drake and Drac and Drac and Drake. It's so easy to just go like we, but you know, the fucking demon one. To infiltrate the Galactic Death Tournament, once he learned about that shit from his informant. To coordinate with the informant and Ku to be there to identify people. And, Rogue's just like, yeah, sure, I'll fight fucking strong people. Why not? Seems like a good fucking time. I can't go into a death fight with the Super Saiyan right now, so I might as well beat up prisoners in a death tournament. It sounds like a good time. Rogue's mentality, but anyway. So, he benefited a bit too from the new standard of Red Faction, where they're trying to raise everyone to like a minimal of 10k power level. And roughly a max of like, you know, 500,000. They want people in that range between 10k and 500k. Be in this range so we can overpower fucking Planet Trade. Just roll over them. But yeah, so thanks to that standard and him helping with Bardock's new training, he managed to get to a power level of 205,000 right now. Resting power. Resting power. That's important. Remember that shit. So he's going to be one of the headliners of the tournament, if you would. Cause he's gonna have some fun with some of these people he's gonna be fighting. Power levels are weird. They kind of become insignificant after Frieza, but I got like a little module thing I borrowed that I'm playing around with to keep them roughly like it is. Cause I mean, in all honesty, there's a lot of shit that factors into it, and also the fact that even if someone technically has a stronger power level than you, if you're within like a 10% margin, you can still technically beat them unless you have special power bullshit. And then after Frieza, they're just like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna throw the module out the window. We're just going simple. Yeah, I mean, it's Toriyama. Toriyama forgets shit. Toriyama didn't want to remember this shit. Simple as that. That's why we blew up the moon twice and it get resurrected a third time, but anyway. Yeah, that's why I said special level, the special power bullshit. Goldo's a prime example of that. But hey, in my story, we're keeping the trend that he always gets his head cut off. That's a trend in any fucking fan fiction you read ever, and Guldo's in it, and Guldo dies, head cut off. It's a trend, we're keeping it. But anyway. Yeah, no, Guldo, if he didn't have fucking ridiculous stamina, and by that I mean really, really piss poor stamina, he'd be a lot better off. If only he wasn't a fat frog. But hey, like I said, that's an example of special power bullshit overrides power levels. Because there's not much you can do if someone pulls like a fucking gun out on you, and you know, all time is frozen. You can't have that key protection bullshit that most people do, and you just get a fucking one in between the eyes. That's why, like, you know, Kiritsugu and his bullshit magic of time acceleration and time stopping, I think would help him a bit. I'm freeze on Maze Goswell stabs into it. Yeah. Guldo, if Guldo had the motivation, he would, but pretty much all the Ginyu Force is just dumbly loyal. Very, very dumbly loyal. Most of them, anyway. Ginyu's just a fucking fanatic, but anyway. So, next, we'll go off to... we'll go to one of the simple ones I've drawn. Metaloid. That's not his name, that's his race, but since they don't communicate through normal means, they just call him Metaloid, because that's his race. Most of them are enslaved. It's very tragic, but anyway. This is basically my story, backstory wise with this race. They're basically the equivalent of the Wookiees. Like in Legends, they're insanely good friends. Yeah, no, they're a really close tit group. They're really a close knit group. It's kind of funny because that's why I think a lot of people like the Ginyus, because they're like, you know, yeah, they're villains, but they're also goofballs. But anyway. So, Metaloid, basically, body-wise, image-wise, you want to basically imagine the Silver Surfer, only, like, without facial features and a bit bulkier. His abs seem off. Yeah, well, I suck at drawing. What do you want from me? No. Alright, Ninja, well, I appreciate you coming by and saying hi regardless. But, yeah. I kind of have tried to draw him like on a turn where his body's kind of moving this way and all that shit. But again, I suck at drawing. Don't worry about it. So his whole body is just strong, smooth, and shiny. That's all he is. And yeah, he's got bare feet. I didn't feel like drawing bare feet because if I fuck up hands, which these ones didn't come out as horrible, I'll fuck up bare feet. But yeah, so silver, steel, or steel? Huh? Just think of the strongest silver-colored metal or some bullshit, and that's basically his body. Important question. Oh, I did the typo thing. I see what you're talking about. I didn't pay attention to that. I was half fucking yeah when I was doing it. Could be a neat power. Yeah. Silver, steel. Anything that is metal, you just get stolen. I'll fucking fix that later. But anyway. Uh. Bodily reinforcement, yes. Well, main thing going with metalloids is their endurance is they can take a shit ton of beating and de strong. De very strong. So basically, history of the metalloids and what that shit. They don't speak basic or any really audible language. They kind of speak with between hand gestures and what I would like to refer to as metal speak, which I'm not going to elaborate on that because fuck that noise. But anyway. So essentially, because prejudice bullshit, they speak Russian. They don't speak Russian. They don't speak. They don't have a mouth to speak. Therefore, they speak with the squeaky noises off their fucking rubbing their body. And I'm kidding. Actually, that's part of it. But anyway, because X-Men. In relation to language, brilliant pun. Yeah. See, you got it. Go on. You got my subtlety there. But because like I said, these guys are basically mirrored to the Wookiees in a sense. Imagine the creaking of a metal ship. Kind of, yeah. And also like nails on a chalkboard and shit like that. You ever heard the Pokemon noise, metal noise, and the fucking thing that it sounds when you use that move? It's kind of like that, but not entirely. So it's a mix of atrocious fucking ear rape noises like that and hand gestures. That's their language. So it's SMR. Yes, but no. But anyway, again, because, prejudice, if you don't speak fucking basic, obviously you're a barbarian. And because of that, they're considered a third-class race, even though they are advanced and are spacefaring. But again, let's see, the people who judge races. Oh, let's see, can you speak the native tongue? No, that's about a 80-point deduction on a 100-point fucking scoring sheet. Shit like that. Imagine not speaking Italian like some barbarians, right? So, because of this, metalloids have been hunted for mostly forced labor. Because like I established before, they're tough as fuck, they very strong. And you get shit like, mining accidents. Next Latin for death, but specifically mort. Next is Latin for death, but got you. But let me put you a prime example here. Let's say you got some fucking medieval-ass construction site with the little stupid crane pulleys and shit like that and the scaffoldings. Next thing you know, some asshole bumps a fucking huge cinder block or whatever into the fucking scaffolding and like 8 to 10 foot of fucking scaffolding comes down and squashes all your workers. You have a metalloid in there, he'll walk that shit off like he just fucking tripped briefly. Or if a mine fucking explodes in on itself, metalloids can survive. That's why they're enslaved, because they're just like, cheap labor and good survivability. I don't have to worry about wasting more money on slaves every time there's an accident. Fuck public safety, these fuckers can survive almost anything. Yep. And because they very smooth and they look elegant and shit like that, some of the, more sadistic aristocrat motherfuckers out there will take a metalloid, freeze them with, like, either, some fucking, stun technology or literally just carbon freeze their ass or some equivalent of making sure these fuckers don't move, and they'll place them in, like, art displays. Yeah. So the majority of the metalloids are like either they're forced labor slaves or they're pieces of art in some asshole's fucking collection, frozen as like a mannequin or some shit. That's the entirety of basically what happened to this race. It's kind of fucked up, the latter part, but that's how it is. This one in particular was one of the forward. He was a forced labor slave, and he found a way to take advantage of a certain situation, made a fucking escape, basically just punched the shit out of everyone who was in his fucking way. Didn't hold anything back. People went through buildings and shit. He's just like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm going for freedom. And unfortunately, one of the people who stood in his way that he fucking punched to death like One Punch Man was a system governor who actually, ironically, was trying to set slaves free in that particular system because, Frieza's planet trade is not as much of a threat as it was and not promoting slaves everywhere. Might as well try to fix things. And here comes a slave. Punch. He didn't know. He didn't know. But, killing the wrong person at the wrong time. The governor was in the wrong place at the wrong time and, Metalloid killed the wrong fucking person. And because, he killed a system governor, that raised some fucking bells. Especially didn't help that governor had some ties with the Galactic Patrol anyway. So Galactic Patrol was on his ass right away, praying for barbarians for a successful riot. So Galactic Patrol was right on his ass. That's like number one priority right there. He killed a fucking sponsor. Get his ass. And now he's in space jail. Also, how do they see stuff? Do they have tech like well, they're a spacefaring race. So lasers is kind of a given if you want defensive things. For floor access. You want to sleep on his floor all the time, huh? How do they see stuff? It's part of their... They see kind of through vibrations. And also they technically have eyes, but they're underneath the metal. It's like heat ray vision bullshit. Are they solar powered? No, they're just walking fucking metal. Just like how the fucking other chimney, whatever the fuck they're called, the other metal race that's super introduced, they're basically just walking fucking furnaces. How those things exist somehow. And also their mortal weakness is insulting them, which is hilarious. It's like, I strong, I tank things, I make things very hot in close quarters, and I make you lose stamina because you can't breathe. Call it, like, literally a waste of space. I'm a cry in the corner. I'm just like, dude. But anyway, that's that race. Metalloids ain't got that shit. But, it's a combination of, like, feeling vibrations in the air and kind of heat ray bullshit, so. That's how Metalloids see. So Metalloid here, in tournament, trying to get freedom again. Which, when they explain how the death tournament works, and like, they're just like, certain individuals will be picked out, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, so I have a chance, you say. I have a chance to get my freedom by beating the shit out of people, you say. Excellent. Yes. But power level wise, 530. Give or take, they're around Raccoon Revel. But don't stop the slavers because we have tractor beams and shit. Also, just gonna throw this out there too. His race, Metalloids do not use key. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Metalloids do not use key. Their body doesn't allow them. But that's okay because they're literally fucking sentient metal things. They can just punch the shit out of people like anyone else who's a fucking Z fighter. They also can't technically fly, but they can jump good. That's a Samurai Jack reference for people who get that. Who can speed run getting over it. Good question. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Too high. Alright, next one we'll touch base on is one of the cases of Galactic Patrol. What the fuck? Why are these people here? Why this race still exists? We got a mind flay. AJ playing over its speedrun confirmed. There you go. We got a mind flay because, the excuse is mind flays can be seen in various places in the multiverse, so... It playing with its foot, nice, yes. Someday. Yeah, I tried to do, like, the leg cross thingy, but... That's how it turned out. I'm just like, alright, fuck it. He's like stretching his leg. Let me do something besides just standing. So. Shikai here is potentially the last mind flay in at least this universe. God knows any other universe, but I say potentially because we don't know for sure, but the mass abundance of his race got exterminated because back in the day of Papa Blizzard, doing his safeguarding of the universe, came across these fuckers, learned what they can do, and he's just like, yeah, no, we are exterminato. Burn every planet they belong on. Every one of them. We are not dealing with this shit. We are not giving them a fucking chance to enslave the universe. Thank God. Blizzard, very wise. Rest in peace, yes. He's like, thank God they didn't expand past this system we found them in, but Jesus Christ. So, and then basically, just this mind flay stuff. Fucking infects people with the little quote-unquote children in their brains, make them mindless raves. He also eats brains. Obviously, very mind flay. I got like a little drawing of his face with his tendrils out the way, and you get to see his mouth. All these are all the teeth. Even his fucking tongue got teeth. He's got one of those crazy shit. Well, then don't be here. He's got very simple ass looking clothing because they found his ass on the, drifting around. Brains supposedly have a lot of glucose in them. Yes, it's very nutritious. That's why their entire diet is on that. So, like I said, it's only thanks to fucking Blizzard that these bitches ain't ruling at least the northern galaxy. So they should be pretty tasty. Yes. So, Shikai is a rarity among his race because normally, when you do mind flay shit and you infect people with your fucking little children to make them mindless slaves, you have to be direct. You have to like insert the egg or whatever the fuck it is, or the worm, or because every mind flay in every universe is different, technically with their methods. But it's usually the same. Stick the thing in the ear and wait a minute, and then boom, mindless slave. That's basically the gist of it. But Shikai can take like the tips of his fingers, peel off some fucking skin because of his anatomy. Boom, it turns into little worm things that like float and can like indiscreetly fly into someone's ear. So he's a mind flay who can enslave, mind control people at a range. And a motherfucker in the Galactic Patrol thought this was a good idea to not kill this thing. You can see how the police are stupid regardless of what organization are you going in. What are you looking at? You're looking at a mind flay. So, they also kind of, little lore-wise, the Galactic Patrol and Blizzard kind of had a love-hate relationship, but mostly hate. The only thing that values Succubus's brain. Yeah. even a small one, it can provide some substance. What brain? So, like I said, way back in the day, the Galactic Patrol, they kind of mostly acted out of spite against Blizzard's policy of eradicating the fuck out of anything that is at least a system-wide threat to the galaxy as a whole. And under a Preservation Act to spite Blizzard, they saved this guy and put him in jail in like a forgotten fucking facility that they found him in recently. So yeah, it was a fluke that the people who organized this tournament going through like the rosters and like personally checking certain facilities and whatnot for fighters and shit, that they found this guy. Complete and utter fucking fluke. And so, a galaxy-wide threat has been unleashed basically into this tournament. And now he's probably the oldest and weakest contestant in the entire tournament. But, you know, he's only got a power level of like 300, but power levels don't mean shit if you can just fucking enslave people with mind control. So that's why this guy comes in. To power levels don't mean shit when special abilities override. So this is one of those guys where like, yeah, you better hope he gets murdered in this tournament, otherwise, the universe ain't gonna look the same tomorrow. But yeah, basically, the Galactic Patrol fucking sucks back then for doing spiteful bullshit to Blizzard. That's the reason. That's the reason he's alive. Also, my Space Camaro, dude, got him. Actually, I have a little idea with the little, mine and a few of the new ones. Not every single one of them, but a few of the new ones. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, I got an idea for first round with this guy. The cannon fodder you gave me, Gohan. Yeah, he's gonna fight this guy, and I think you can guess how it's gonna turn out. But no math. Skip the math. Alright, and next one, we'll touch on the Warden. The guy in charge of the fucking prison. I kind of try to make him look like, a chill person. Because he can't straight up look like an asshole, given how he is. So, kind of drew the Galactic Patrol uniform somewhat. Gloves fucking suck, but it's whatever. The former #1 Galactic Patrolman. Before a new recruit came and stole that shit from him. And then he got repurposed to jail watching because, jealousy sucks. But anyway. Getting a bad ending, yes. But is that anything? Not Jacko. No, it's not Jacko. It's not Jacko. It's not him. You'll find out, but it's not Jacko. This is part of my tournament, Al. That is an update on this contest I have for my Dragon Ball Z fanfiction. Because a while back, when I had so many followers on here, I was just like, you know what, here, let me host a tournament, let me host a contest, which is like a self-insert your OCs into my tournament bullshit, if you want. Into a death tournament that they may or may not get horribly murdered. Yeah. I'm just like, listen, you can enter, just don't expect anyone to survive. Different sectors. The Northern Galaxy is a lot bigger than, for the most part, Dragon Ball Z kind of touches on. So these are all from the Northern Galaxy. I feel like I better put too much effort into it. Hey, it happens sometimes. Look, I made like 10 fucking people for this. It's all good. I found it funny you had to make a fucking 3D model, though. You're just like, suck at drawing, here's 3D model. I'm just like, dude, AJ, you got like the most creative sense for this shit. But basically, Warden was contacted by Sub-Zero, and they made a little deal. He's just like, yo, if I could use the facility that you're in charge in for basically just a grand recruiting scheme, I'll help you to regain your spot as the Galactic Patrol's #1. And yeah. So he's just like, fine, deal. Yeah, I'll show it later. That's technically one of the new ones that we haven't touched on yet with the last stream. But yeah. So, yeah, pretty much. Convey, they can... Yeah. It's all for the appearance bit, which isn't necessary, but it helps with visualization, is what I'd say. But, essentially, like, the lore between the Galactic Patrol and Frieza's planet trade is, basically, they encountered each other, they beat the shit out of each other, and they just agreed to let people be, because, you know, I have someone drawing my armadillo, of course. Because they're just like, Frieza's like, I lost a one too many cannon fodder. Maybe we should just maybe let them be for a bit until they get in my way, and then I'll destroy them all. But in theory, yeah, well, that's supposedly how it is. Galactic Patrol and Frieza kind of just agreed to let each other go about their business. We'll get to that, yeah. But the Warden here, he's one of the real reasons why Frieza technically didn't want to completely destroy the Galactic Patrol yet, because he has a power level very close to Frieza's first form, 500,000. So Warden here could get into a pretty close fight with first form Frieza, which, you know, If you didn't know Frieza can transform, it's pretty fucking impressive. Which most people didn't know Frieza can transform. So it's pretty fucking impressive. But nope, that fucker, like, so much stronger than he lets up. But yeah. So he's basically here. He's also going to be part in the tournament too, because he's like, I want to prove to every one of you criminal scum here that I, a warrior of justice, can overcome your bullshit. Also, in all honesty, some of you people who are prisoners and arrested by the Galactic Patrol, you probably shouldn't be alive, so I'm going to deal with that personally. So yes, he's going to be murdering criminals, but in his eyes, that's completely fine, because he's not a fanatic about justice, but he uses justice to get away with what he deems is right. Not like crazy fanatic Zamasu level, but close enough. So we got one of those in this tournament. And next, we get basically one of the cooler design ones I've made, which will be the Wraith, which I actually did a little bit of like black pop in there, color bullshit, the soulless fucking eyes to specify on this shit and everything. They call her Wraith because their hybrid race doesn't really use names. They just go by what they're called in conjunction. They don't use names. Considering they're kind of a rare occurrence anyway, they're just like, it's kind of fucking pointless. You only see maybe a dozen of these people at any given time. So, Wraiths are a hybrid of ghosts and demons. That's how they're classified in here. And their sole reason of existence is literally to burn everything that they come across. Because fuck everything that's alive. And they're sadistic as fuck, so that doesn't help either. And for the most part, they use disguises in human forms, but their tell is their pale gray skin and dark eyes. And by dark eyes, we mean the soulless fucking shit. So a race of arses, yes, pretty much. But sometimes during certain quote-unquote fights, parts of their body will revert back to their true form. Like, this is kind of like the true hand. You got like I got little curved edges out over here, little flame things that kind of specify. Now, the flames differ between the individual wraith, but commonly they're like that blue flame that you see. The blue flames going on here. And then this is what a wraith's face truly looks like. It kind of looks like fucking bootleg hunter without the arms. But that's their face. Like, basically, it's just fucking fire with eyes, little nostril things, and a fucking wide-ass mouth. Yeah. They revert to that sometimes. So, honestly, it's got like a little cape thing with all these little holes and slashes in it from, you know, the amount of times people have tried to kill her, but she's just like, bitch, I'm fucking flame and a ghost and a demon at the same time. You cannot kill me with physical weapons. And I got the little X here is like a crack in her face. Because she's one of the ones who live for a wrong fucking time and their disguises kind of degrade. Given how much she's transformed back. It has belly button. It was born. The drummer of the Muppets, that too. Yeah, it was born, yes. So, I kind of like how I had this where, like, you know, half the face is bald, half the face has hair bullshit. But yeah, they're basically like Just sum it up. Wraith is a sadistic fucking arsonist who just wants to see everything burned to death. One of the people where, like, you know, what the fuck, Galactic Patrol? Why is she in here? Power level wise, she's about 220,000, give or take. Also, when they use she's probably just to clarify this too. When they like are in a battle or what quote unquote battle, hard counter is your metal man. Yeah, well, it's a question of how much resistance can a metalloid suffer under flames. No one knows for sure, but anyway. But yeah, no, she's definitely like a counter because, you know, heat, metal, rises, yeah. It's definitely a counter for him. Is she gonna fight him, though? That's the question, but anyway. So, what was I saying? But if you can't do damage, it doesn't matter. That is very true. Because physical weapons don't really affect her, no. So definitely just pure fucking punches that aren't key assisted definitely are not going to do shit. Either. Also hard counter to Leva. Yep. Key is definitely required to take down a Wraith. Key is definitely required to take down a Wraith. You can't use key, or your key's pretty shit. I hope you like charcoal. Hope you like charcoal burn shit, cause your ass is getting cooked. Or at least energy-based weapons. Yeah, that helps too. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when they revert partly polar bear charcoal. Nah. Yeah, you go off and alright. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, too. When they revert to their true forms, quote unquote true forms, at least with the face up and shit, wraiths, you know, have a tendency to shriek like a fucking banshee before they burn you alive. So have fun with basically bleeding air drums before you get burnt to death. At that point, some people will be begging for death. And when, let's see, you go with Agi. This one I did a little differently with the drawing program. Actually, kind of looked how it is, but anyway, Agi here, the devil possessed. He was a humanoid, but then he ended up a little too long in the demon realm, and he got his ass possessed by a lesser demon. And lesser demons are rare to have intelligence, so they're just like, alright, time to buff this motherfucker up on a scale of 1 to 10 all the way to 50. And so they take over your body and they mess the fuck out of it, and they give you immense fucking power that is way past your natural limits at the cost of your lifespan. But it's a lesser demon with little intelligence, and it doesn't give a fuck if the host is gonna die with it, as long as it gets to murder things. That's all lesser demons care about, that don't have barely any intelligence. So that's Sugi's case. And the universe usually has an unspoken rule of, if you find a demon possessed and you have the means to do it, murder this thing. Because it will kill everything in its path indiscriminately, doesn't give a fuck. But, you know, someone in the Galactic Patrol who doesn't believe in killing things needlessly, is like, yo, let's take one of these demon possessed prisoner and use them kind of for research to try and figure out how to unpossess the people. Not that it hasn't been done before, but no one knows this because everyone's stupid. Yeah. Galactic Patrol needs to check their stat. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So Agi's here basically as a both containment and futile attempt to try and figure out how to unpossess people possessed by demons. And this is one of the people that the warden really, really believes should have just been fucking killed, and ridicules the Galactic Patrol for letting this guy live. Because just like, dude, I suggest up and coming Galactic Patrolman check over this chest. Because Warden's just like, yo, killing a demon possessed is a mercy kill. It's like, you know, putting someone out of their misery when they lost both their fucking legs and they have, like, they're impaled through the chest but still alive. That's just like, dude, kill the fucking person. It's mercy. What the fuck? Colleagues, come on. But you also notice, too, you know, the Galactic Patrol arrests everyone from world eaters to petty thieves. We got a wide selection of all the fucking criminal. But basically, yeah, that's why his design here, he's got all these fucking veins popping out of him because, you know, the demon inside of him just was like, yo, let's crank this shit up to fucking 11. His eyes are glowing red to insanify the demon inside of him. Also, the black everything else because demon inside of him. Also, he naked. That's why I have this blacked out part for his fucking junk. He naked. You try to give him clothes, he don't wear it. You force clothes on him, he'll fucking rip that shit. Demons rarely believe in clothes. The demons don't believe in clothes. But yeah, so you get this big fucking towering buff motherfucking naked guy just beating the shit out of people because the demons inside him tell him to. That's basically a gi. And he's at a grand power level of 450 motherfucking thousand. But like I said, he's only that strong because we fucking traded lifespan for power. Possess exhibitionist, yes. How long does he have left? Who the fuck knows? All he cares about is murdering people. So yeah, Agi's like one of the people who you hope gets murdered in the tournament. Otherwise, you're going to be having problems. You're going to be having grand problems. He's also going to be one of the people that Rogue is really going to look forward to fighting if he gets the chance. Because it's Rogue. And then Rastri on my fucking shit. We got our amputee here. Who is fucking crazy. Fox Wolf. Yes. I forgot what the proper pronunciation of her name is, to be honest, because I took two different words from two different languages, and I'm gonna botch the fuck out of the pronunciations. But that's her, guys. I'm just gonna call her Basai until I fucking remember the correct pronunciations, but, you know. She's also one of the rare people in all of Dragon Ball Z ever to have a fucking last name. They had a somewhat unexplained, unofficial reason for that being fine in Earth, but like the entire universe is like this. But whatever. Her last name's her clan name. That's basically all this is. But yeah, she's a demi-human, part wolf, mostly wolf on the bottom half, mostly human on the top half. As you can see, I tried to draw fucking paws for her legs. That was the first time I did that. That was interesting. But anyway. So, she could barely speak basic. The best she could do is like broken words. Kind of like how Nessa. Oh, Dark effort, put effort into drawing. Listen, I do sometimes, but other times it just comes out like that. But anyway. But basically the way she speaks is similar to how Nessa speaks in Fate Go. It's kind of how she speaks, basically. Only for the most part she doesn't say complicated words because their native language isn't basic. Yes. So because of that, because again, the prejudice of, oh, you don't speak basis, that's 80 points off your intelligence race scorecard, you know, they see her race as dumb. It doesn't help they're from a fucking backwater world anyway. So, people think she dumb because she barely speak basic. She actually intelligent. Slavers came to her planet, kidnapped her ass. She's just like, oh, finally, something actually different in my otherly dull life. Breaks out of imprisonment, beats the shit out of the crew, is like, I'm your boss now. You do what I say or out the airlock. And from that point, that slaver ship became pirate ship. And they became marauding pirates. And they had a joyride for a fucking month. Marauding across several systems, basically setting everything on fucking fire as they went. Pirate joyride, yes. So, Basai here, after their little joyride, heavily inspired because Basai is a tomboy who is obsessed with fighting literally anything that is willing, regardless if it's a fucking child or not. And that's basically the majority of what she did during her fucking marauding group. She just fought the shit out of people. Just beat someone up. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Fucking murders people like nothing. That was good fight. Moves on to next. Punch. That was good fight. Nah, I'm kidding. That one was boring. Next one. What was I going on? Oh, yeah. So after that fucking joyride, the slavers that she basically forced into this lifestyle of marauding pirates decided to mutiny, and she murdered half the crew, single-handedly putting down the entire mutiny. I mean, there was other people in their group at the time, other fucking misfits too, but yeah. They mutinied, she murdered half of them. As you do. Yes, exactly. Oh, hello, Speedy. You missed a lot of the exposition, but anyway. So after she put down the mutineers, lose sleep about not streaming this morning. Nah, hey, Yuki. What's up, Speedy? What's wrong with you this time? But anyway, as I'm waiting on that. So, immediately after she put down the mutiny, her bloodlust, because, you know, animal instinct bullshit kind of intensifies that, was on a fucking all-time high, and by high I mean she was like literally stoned off her fucking bloodlust at this shit. So she's just like, I have brilliant idea. Let's go and raid Galactic Patrol Base. Crashes fucking ship into base. I'm here. Who want fight? And Dan, fighting was so intense, she lost her arm. That's a recent wound. That's also the first time I've drawn a fucking amputee, so it's kind of interesting, but yeah. Fighting was so intense, she lost a fucking arm during it before they finally managed to get her ass in restraints off to fucking jail. Uh, and then from there she just kept fucking breaking out, nearly breaking out of prison. So often, they decided to basically, why are her boobs so big? Because they're also abs. They're a combination of boobs and abs. That's why they're flat. That's why they're flat looking in the proportion. Well, kind of, but anyway. Yes. Exactly. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so she broke out of jail. Almost broke out of jail so many goddamn times. She liked bunnies. She doesn't have an opinion on them. She only cares about things that can fight her. And if they want to fight her. That's all she really cares. She's a fucking fight. She's a fight addict. She no worry about. She's your type of woman, Gohan, but anyway. So, yeah, like I said, she nearly broke out of prison so many fucking times. They're just like, alright, fuck this shit. We put you basically in a psychiatric ward. Straight jacket and everything. Not because because she's basically insane, but not in the way that you would think. So just like, fuck this shit, you go in the rubber room. So, Basai classifies under the type of person who is too angry to die. That's how she is. Too angry to die. She pulls wins against people that are technically stronger than her, at least power level wise, just because of her fucking tenacity. She doesn't give a fuck if she dies in a fight or not. She just wants to have a good time, and she just uses whatever means necessary. So she's like the dirtiest fucking fighter you'll ever fight, who also has nothing to lose. Oh god, almost too angry to die. Beside that opponent, use any means necessary, has nothing to lose. Just wants to fight and have fun. That's it. So, statistic-wise and all that shit, power level's going to be 65k. But that doesn't mean shit because of how her mindset is for the most part. Because I had this like little footnote, just like, however, this figure's unreliable to gauge her actual strength because she nearly killed the previous third strongest galactic patrolman, who had a fighting power of about, what's the number I put down here? 112, almost 113k. Inflicting such devastating wounds upon the man that he had to go retire early. So she can fuck up someone who's technically twice as strong as her power level wise. She's that type of fucking crazy. It is also probably going to be the person that Rogue will get along with the most, because similar mindset. And that's what that is. And that's all the peoples that are in the tournament that are from my spick. I want to see that fight. AJ can pet a bun. Well, you see her fight between her and Rogue. Oh, that's something they'll look forward to too. But that's basically all the people on my end. Now let's see here. We gotta touch base on the new peoples that we have in the tournament. And let me just downgrade this so I can manage it better. Let me see here. So we touched upon Gohan's equivalent of himself. I'm gonna put it back, fuck it. We've touched on the Space Viking. I'm pretty sure we touched on this one. Yeah, okay, I recognize that one. Alright. So, we'll take a look at Bix first. This is Bix no, that's not what I wanted. This is Bix's contribution. I can't okay, there we go. An interesting third eye race. Alien, I'll go into the bio for it first. I kind of like the design. One of the ones that actually has a tail that can actually use it in combat. All their mind expects to say Sarmatil. No, not all of them are yours. I mean, all are you. Alright, I got you, yeah. That's like Dream Me. Got you. Understood. Those are her feet. She looks like at the reptilian feats. Very nice design. Bix's drawings are always impressive when it comes to that. So we got Fashir here in this little fucking short text. This is obviously a fucking this is obviously a notebooks one, but it's all good. So let's see here. She's got Vestri. I probably should have, be like. Actually, no, never mind. Doesn't matter. We don't need to worry about how their names are pronounced. They're just gonna be in a written word. You can fucking visualize however the hell it is. He actually put the race name down. Made his own race, which we said fine. Got unique powers in here. Third eye works similar to Spidey sense. Your third eye is a warning system. Dream me so violent. Got you. Uses electrical powers. Electricity, which is funny because I'm just like, I made a little pun about why the fuck does everyone use electricity in Dragon Ball Z story. She's got dense bones. You put that shit in. Higher the key, higher the attack becomes. And we got a little personality. She's the oldest of 10 children, so she naturally treats anyone who's shorter or weaker than her like they're her younger siblings. We got one of those types. A big believer in that race's creed. If you want to do something, you're strong enough. Want to do something, prove you're strong enough too. So take on any challenger, yes. It's fucking, I put in the height, 6'3", there you go. I asked Big too, I had a little question about it. So he's leaving it to me why she's in space jail. So I gotta come up with a reason for her later, but I'll worry about that when we get to the minimal goal, and then I'll work on the details. But yeah, so she's basically the, the older sister type who's just like, yo, you wanna do something, fucking prove it, bitch, come at me. I guess we'll look at Akuma's fucking fabulous form here. No, this is female Akuma, right? Yeah. Actually, this is a very nice design, and by that I like the art style. I really, really like this art style. Akuma is just Akuma and fucking gender band. So let's see here. Got this whole fucking format. I love how everyone's just like, organizes this shit. And I'm just like, boop, boop, boop. It makes it easier, I guess, but still. Got all those little statistics and all this shit. Let's see, background. Race that was wiped out by the Frieza Force, yes. That's the thing I said people could use. And a bunch were off-world during the time. Basically, Saiyan backstory, only they didn't work for Frieza. They're known as super friendly, extremely dexterous, mixing into other races that look humanoid. Oh, so a blend in the crowd race. Got you. A lot of them are on Earth and have forgotten their heritage due to how long they've been there. I mean, we do have animal people, so that's actually perfect. Akuma actually looked into this shit. Akuma thought. Akuma's heritage, on the other hand, has some of the few that are traveling the stars and doing the trades and being space merchants. They didn't know what happened to the world until they got back and found it replaced. They went around, do more trades, and keep a few of them are born with strong abilities and all that shit. Duh, he's got the abilities. Drunken Tiger, there we go. Personality stuff. So, she's an alcoholic. Hooray! She likes anyone who drinks alcohol. That's great. Thinking, yes. This is by on Fever. There, I see. Like all my entries. Alcoholics, yes. And let's see. Backstory for her: she's a cat burglar who got caught in a bar fight that involved some undercover galactic patrolmen. Oh no, her one weakness. They caught me in a bar. The bars are my weakness. I'm kidding. So she basically was just in a fight at a bar, beat the shit out of an officer, and then just escalates it and says deemed too dangerous for society due to the extent of the injuries and got locked up. I see. So basically, assaulted an officer to the point of, yeah, he's probably got to go into early retirement. That's grand. And Dwayne, we touched on those, but I think I'll show off the cannon fodder. This is the guy who's going to get mind flayed. At least according to my my initial blueprint of how the fights are going to go. But that's subject to change depending on other entries. But anyway. Blah. Oregon. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Not that it matters. He's going to die anyway. I appreciate that, you Gohan. You got it where he's basically worked for Blizzard. Was a spy. And all that all that stuff, and then afterwards, you know, they're just used as fodder, like pretty much every other race ever in Frieza's fucking army. I like cannon fodder a lot, yeah. So, yeah. Particular ones, the backstory, blah. Let's see. Was part of Blizzard spy network. Was tasked with sabotaging Frieza forces supply lines with many of his race. I mean, that kind of I'll change that up later because technically the Frieza force didn't exist. It was just usurped by King Cole. But don't worry, we'll change the little semantic details. Not that it really matters. I did say that was subjective. That's okay with me. Yeah. And then when Blizzard began his revenge, he was cut off from his co-conspirators and left behind. Continued to act loyal towards the Frieza Force in order to survive, but, you know, after Riddick came and took over fucking Arcosia, Oregon was dragged off with some low-level Frieza guns, committing petty crimes to survive. Yep. Because they couldn't link up with the survivors, the fanatics, and all that shit in the remnants of the planet trade. And so he got arrested for being a petty thief. Yes. It's like, for someone who came like this much, and then you just resort to this. Not that my opinion would matter. Hey, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's just little semantics. That's about it. It's not like I'm changing much. Not that it really matters in the long run, because he's gonna get mind flayed. Oregon's just that one person who universe and way of life just sticks a giant middle finger right at you pretty much all the time. That's his role, and that's realistic, so it works. And when we got Chimera, he's just fodder, exactly. I believe no one saw the little Gohan went out of the way here to get female him commissioned in the prison uniform. Didn't see that last time, so just showing that now. Not everyone's 17-year-old god among men, exactly. Some people just be like that. And some people are just, everything just fucking dies. And then I literally saw this. I'm just like, you literally, Gohan just made a fucking space armadillo who just eats people's teeth. And I'm like, this is interesting. I read this, I'm just like, you made a space armadillo that eats people's teeth. Excellent. I like this one, I know, right? And you're basically just like, he just launched himself into fucking jail at one point. He's just like, yo, as long as I keep getting fed teeth, I have no problem staying here. You weren't arrested, you just invited yourself. I'm just like, that's fucking perfect. That's a great fucking why you're here. I didn't get arrested. I just invited myself. Yeep. Hey, do you guys serve teeth here? It's very, very it's both fodder and OP. I have an interesting matchup in mind for your armadillo, but again, I'll see how far we go along here. Yeah, let's see here. Alv, if you're still here, I'll bring up what the panda. I'm kidding. What AJ made here. Like, I'm surprised the lengths that you went, AJ, for this. It's you could have done a lot more if you wanted to be like a waste of fucking thing, but it's just like, yeah. Oh, I'm making a joke. It's all right. I know it's a fucking polar bear, but yeah. I'm just like, you're panda. I'm kidding. I'm just surprised how you freaking went out your way to make a fucking model just for visualization purposes for this. I'm just like, shit, AJ. I just do shitty fucking anime drawings. You're just like, here, let me make you a model. God damn. Blue panda, I see it. Yes. Fucking emotions and stuff too going through this. Oh man, you're definitely the one entry that has put the most effort into it when it comes to the visualization parts. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I appreciate it, but I'm just like laughing and I'm just like, dude, wow. They went out their way to do this. Uh, anyway, and I still love the fact that the backstory, uh, how they ended up in fucking jail, is because Saw Animal got murdered, went on rampage. You kill Bunny, goes on murder spree. I still laugh at that. That's comparable to the backstory of a forerunner that ended up as a basically floating trash can level city. Yes. Only the forerunner did a fucking one up on that. Our Doom guy. Yeah, that too. What the hell is his name? I forgot what he technically was called. Who also is pissed about Bunny? Yes. But in this particular Forerunner's case, it was more like jealousy instead of you killed animal destroys everything. Or John Wick, you know, you kill his dog, he'll fucking murder your entire clan. he'll murder your entire mafia. But he'll murder your entire 3 fucking mafias. But anyway, and everyone else that's in his way. But the Forerunner guy, he's just like, oh, I have crush on Forerunner lady. Oh look, my best friend married my crush. Well, I guess I gotta blow up the planet he's on now. Along with everyone else on it. Becomes trash can for life. Was it worth it? Yes. Because I killed that fucker. But yeah, so I really gotta like really read into a lot of these entries as we come more across. Because right now, we're over halfway done. Over halfway to where I want to be, because I threw in 10. And if you do fucking counting, we got 19, so we're over halfway there. At least 11 more for the minimal goal, and then we go from there. Doom guy had a painting of him and his bunny done in Eternal. Really? 18, yeah. No, I was gonna say no, it's 19 because you forgot the space Viking. You forgot Newt, who doesn't have his folder. The Newt, the space Viking. I say Newt because of penguin jokes, but that's not relevant here. I confirmed I can't count. It's alright. Newt, yes. Newt. So, that's pretty much all the show and tell for what where we're at so far. It took me so fucking long to finally get time to actually commit to drawing some of that shit. Normally I'd had like enough time to maybe draw 1 or 2 people. The last day I drew like fucking 3. I'm just like, let's go. I'm on a roll, bitch. That was the day I drew a gi. That was an interesting day. That was a very interesting day. But anyway, that was also the day I fucking passed out, I believe. But anyway. So, actually, hold on. For all the new peoples, I'll just do this. I won't explain everything, but all the peoples that are still here, are curious about the fucking conquest. I still want to do an imposter. His lore is just hard. I'll just little bring up the little document here and fucking throw it in the chat here. You want to do a fucking imposter? That would be hilarious. For anyone who's still not familiar with the contest and wants to be a part of that bitch, There you go. Because we still got a bit before I can focus on this, but given we're at like 19 now, I'm going to be vaguely trying to draw up the tournament bracket. Vaguely, because it's still going to be subject to change. I gotta make some folders. I see. But, there's gonna be, regardless of how... I'm gonna make some fodder. Fodder is best, yes. But, regardless, I'm technically gonna have it where, like, the criminals that they, I also want to make more non-human fodder. There you go. But, actually, hold on, let me change my thing. I just need ideas. I mean, you can always make demons. Demons pop up here and there, too. That's pretty canon. Or, you know, whatever other fucking race you want. You can make a Zarbon if you want to. How about a pacifist polar bear? No. That'd be like, then how are they in jail? You can get a space speed like purple me. You just want that to happen. God damn it. Oh, I see the picture now. God damn it. Yeah. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Regardless, though, like, once I get to my, like, minimal of, like, 30 participants or more, because depending on how this rolls, that will depend on how big the brackets will be and all that shit. Stop bugging me about fighting you if I make it. AJ, that's a tough ask. That's a tough ask for someone like Gohan. That's a very tough ask. But, I'm gonna have it technically when there's just a lot of, nobody trash that are technically recruited for the tournament, because, you know, we're just like, hey, just grab whoever the fuck looks interesting. We don't care. If AJ entry lives like commissioned Doom guy painting blood with love, leave instead. That'd actually be perfect. That'd be fucking perfect. But what was I gonna say? The initial shit for the tournament before we get into the bracket stuff, which is actually the main course shit. We're gonna technically have preliminaries with how the setup of this tournament's gonna go. There's technically gonna be preliminaries, but they're gonna be pretty quick, considering this entire arc's kind of based off of fucking Kenshin anyway. We're basically gonna be like, all right. We took a shit ton of prisoners from all over the fucking universe. Alright, and all these galactic patrol facilities and wherever the fuck else we could find. So, that said, there's too fucking many of you people here. We need to thin you guys down to, like, I don't know, fucking 30 or some shit. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna throw you all in these tight-knit, cell rooms. We're gonna put at least 20 of you in each fucking room. And you just keep killing each other until, like, there's maybe 2 of you left standing. And we'll go from there. That's the preliminaries. So, there's going to be certain people that are just going to literally murder everyone instantly. And be like, there, I won. And then that's how the tournament bracket's going to be formed with the participants. Like BoJack movie, but death. Kind of, yeah. It's more along the lines of, like how the prelims of, Kenshi tournament works, where they're just like, all you people that don't have an invitation, or whatever, we just put you on a fucking boat. You fight in the cargo hold, have fun. Until there's like 6 of you or whatever left standing. It's gonna be like that, only on a grander scale, and the quota is a little different. That was a good show. Yeah, no, that series was amazing. I love that series. It was a pretty good series. Very effective in target-rich environment. Yeah. But like I said, the preliminaries, they're not gonna be like very drawn out for the most part, because like I said, a lot of these people are just literally going to be up. It starts. In Wraith's case, literally the entire fucking cell's gonna be on fire, and just be like smiling. Everyone else is dead, burnt to death. She's like, I have a very happy day today. Yeah, your armadillo fucking gonna bounce around the cage and murder everything. A Gee's case, literally, there's not even gonna be fucking bodies left. It's just gonna be literally painted red. So many teeth. Yes. AJ, you're fucking. We're probably, depending on how I think about this, we're gonna look at your entry, and she's just gonna be there humming to herself as literally everyone else is like broken bodies around her. She's just like. Something like that. That's why I said a lot of cases it's gonna be done instantly, but tournament bracket wise, I gotta think about certain matchups and all that shit and how I want the tournament to present. But the one thing that's going to be universal, regardless of how this shit's gonna go, is the Warden is going to be in the last match of the first round. He's going to be in the last bracket, because he's just like, I want all you prisoners to have your fun before I come in and I start fucking murdering you all for justice. Because let's be honest here, some of you people shouldn't exist. You shouldn't be alive right now. But yeah, that's more or less all the plans I got set out for that shit so far. And everything we got accumulated at so far. So we're at 19 fighters, only a minimal of 11 left. Not evil in its eyes, it just ever sees everyone as potential food. Yes! But it doesn't matter to someone like the Warden, because he's like, you disrupt peace for fucking selfish motives, you're evil. You're a menace to society, you're evil. Go fuck yourself. He's gonna have fun with the fucking mind flay. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's gonna go on an entire rant, but anyway. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. Yeah, I know, she's one of the cases of that, but you're basically gonna be arguing with someone who has the mindset of almost has the mindset of fucking Zamasu. If I couldn't be flayed, yeah. The mind flay will literally fuck up so many people under certain circumstances. The Metalloid's fine because he don't got fucking ears. He don't have anything to be inserted into, therefore he fine. He's instantly immune. Other people, it's a little trick over you know. Like for example, you use ki and you put up like an aura around you that actually doubles as like a barrier or some shit, like, you know, some people can do to survive in a limited amount of time in vacuums of space or some shit. You'll be fine for a bit. The Mind Flay was like every Dragon Ball Z fighter, pretty much, yeah. The only thing that's going for Sky is the fact that he can mind brain people at a range. So if you drop your guard, unsuspected bullshit, which happens a lot in Dragon Ball Z, your ass be like, boop. I made this character before I knew ki was a factor. It happens. But it's okay, AJ, because technically not every person in the universe knows how to use ki. They might have it. Not all of them, but they might have it, but most just don't know how to use it. And then you get the dumbasses who have, like, you know, pathetic fucking key on an individual level. That's why they use the little fucking stupid handgun things that you see in the Planet Trade and shit like that. But anyway. I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, Frieza is just psychotic. He's a fucking... yeah. Frieza's just a murdering fucking tyrant who is a artiste at genocide. Psychic. Yeah, no, I understood, but also psychotic came out there because it's just how it is. But anyway. Frieza's a lot of psychic powers, true. Not all, but this guy, let me see here. 3 powers that come to mind right away. Dark mouth work no good. Mind says one thing, mouth says other. It happens. It's problem. No cooperate properly. Coordination bad. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so that's more or less everything I gotta say about the current status, about the contest and the tournaments and shit like that. So now, if anyone has any questions about either the shit that I shown or the tournament itself, or you know, just Dragon Ball Double S in general or whatever, I'll be happy to answer some questions right now. Let's see. Everything can be reproduced by psychic powers. According to psychic, huh? I gotta read the story. Yeah, it's a bit of a big one. We're at 23 chapters. Yeah, the main story is at 23 chapters. Shit's pretty long, though. Yeah, well, if you expect to make a good story, you can't be short. I know it takes time. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, oh my god. Phone alarm. Alright. In Rick's fan fiction, who would the Galactic Patrol actually put in prison? Well, like I basically established, the Galactic Patrol, their standards for putting people in prison aren't really changed from what I've seen with how Super works. Because I'm just like, yeah, alright, welcome to the Galactic Patrol, where we put everyone from fucking planet eaters to petty thieves in the same jail. But in some of the cases, we just can't kill the motherfucker, so they just go in jail. So my imposter would be Shitty Bardock. Shitty Bardock. Is that what you're going for? You know, I'm kind of surprised no one really touched base on throwing a fucking Arcosian in here yet, but hey, that can happen at any point now. And yes, I use Arcosian as Frieza Race's fucking name because that just makes sense to me. It's better than, oh, Frost Demons. I just use that as the slurred nickname for their race, but anyway. I know there's a huge fucking argument over that, I couldn't care less, but anyway. I like Frost Demons. I like using them as a slurred name. I technically still use it, but that's it. On a scientific level, if you're gonna name a race Frost Demons, then you are stupid. If it's a nickname slur, it's fine. But if that's legitly the scientific name of your race, that's retarded. That's my opinion on it, because I'm just like, dude, feels like you're getting lazy at that point. It's all quality bullshit. That's my particular taste, though. So I use the word Arcosian more. Like naming a realm the demon realm. I put a little effort into that too. Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's a shadow realm filled with demons, simplicity with when it comes to space time bullshit. Because people are dumb. You're not gonna remember if it's called the Xenomorph realm or some shit. Hearing Beowulf. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Not hearing. Just north. uh Hearing was last name. Hmm. I see, I see. Oh man. Speaking of the demon realm, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with some arcs that I got planned for that shit. Oh boy, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the demon realm, which I didn't know was uncommon. I mean, depends on the day and age, I guess. In either case. Anyone else got any questions for me about this shit or whatever? Ah, my neck. Okay. Do 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 do. In the meanwhile, I'm going to take a look at this. No, but I gotta go now. Alright, well, you have fun, AJ. See you around. Did the Riddick faction have an actual uniform, or they... For now, they only have, like, the same uniform as the Planet Trade. Only, like, they put, like, emblems on it to help differentiate that shit. But, they do intend on getting an actual uniform to really differentiate themselves from the Planet Trade, but... their initial priorities are like, dude, we need to like destroy as much of Frieza's Planet Trade as possible. That was their priorities, and secure certain regions. And then you have the incident like that one asteroid building, that asteroid fight happened, and friendly fire was a thing. For now, he's rocking his OG armor. For now, he's completely rocking his OG armor, dude. It's a lot cooler, and to be honest, this shit was established before the new Brawly movie came out, so like I'm taking most of that. I'm already like the backstory for that Brawly and all that shit. That's already not pliant. This Brawly is more the OG Brawly, so therefore that you don't need to worry about that shit. Very nice. Yeah, cause I have a few ideas that are gonna come up with Brawly. It's just getting them orchestrated right, but I already dropped a little hints thanks to Bardoc's future sight bullshit. Which I gotta have like a separate list too to keep track of everything that I have Bardock see in the future and mark if it already passed or not, just to keep track. uh But yeah, given the time that this arc's gonna be happening, I'm thinking it's gonna be like at least a year after Turlet's arc happened. And they're like, all right, shit's starting to stabilize. That's why we have the new directive, training our troops and shit like that. And they're going to be in the process of making an actual uniform for Red Faction at this time. So it is going to be a thing. It's just priorities. They're just like, maybe we should actually have something other than, the basic planet trade battle armor, but only we have the emblem basically RF with the red background and shit like that, the triangle thingy and all that. But we might want to do something more than that for the people who can't fucking see. So, it is gonna happen, but yeah. It's just gonna take a little bit, but it's gonna happen. But like the next time jump, they'll actually have an actual uniform, so I'll guarantee that shit. But anyway. Anything else that is a questions for me's? All these fucking pimples growing on my shit, but anyway. Alright. Eat. Can't think of any more. Alright. That's fair enough. I mean, you guys are through the Discord. You can ask me anything if anything else comes up or whatever. It's all good. Well, on that note, I gotta read the Gilgamesh side story. Yeah, I work on that sparingly, too. I gotta update that sometime too, cause they're gonna go through an interesting phase now. But yeah. And it's officially Thursday. Hooray in Sweden. Alright. It's kind of cool too. I made like, boo, I work Thursday. Speaking of work and shit, I found out, hammer time. Speaking of that, I found out when I go to the orientation / training thing for my job too, real life shit by here. I'm gonna be basically gone the entire day. So like the 17th and 18th, don't expect a stream from me, guys, because I'm gonna be basically gone the entire day. It doesn't help. It takes me about an hour-ish to drive to the place and back, so that's gonna be fun. Lead alone the other place I have to drive to for other training, but hey, just so you guys know that. For my regulars out there. In any case, alright. So, back on topic, and no one else has any other questions, huh? I hate work communes. Yeah, but fortunately, my actual job posting will not be like that. It's just training bullshit. That's all it is. Anyway else. Okay, just last thing. Last call. Anyone got any other questions for the tournament stuff, for the Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Double S or any other shit? Last call before I go and, I don't know, maybe raid someone here. If I can find the person still on that I'm thinking about. I'd have questions if I read the thing. Yeah, that would probably help. Well, that's okay, AJ. Alright. So, in closing, then, just summarize, does baby exist? Yes. I gave a hint to that at the end of the Saiyan Tuffle War entries, where, 2 spaceships launched off planet Tuffle before the Saiyans officially took over everything. Low-key, though, I do like the concept of baby. I really like the concept of baby. Because, the sins of the father pass on to the son concept. And also, hey, parasite. That's a threat they don't deal with often. Yeah. That's my whole opinion of GT. It has a lot of good ideas, but it just wasn't executed properly, but a lot of the concepts were good. But yeah, no, baby does exist. He's not going to be touched on for a long-ass fucking time, though, but baby does exist. Anything else, guys? Any other questions? Anything else? Yes, no, no, yes. Yes, no, 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 yes. As I just set this up and do the ting. Okay. You're all set? Okay. Got it. Alrighty then. I mean, if anything, you guys specifically can just ask on me through Discord or whatever. We'll probably do another update on this shit later at some point. Still don't have a due date specifically. Yeah, we go raid Kitty. Still don't have a due date specifically on the contest yet, mainly because with the new job coming up, I don't know how my schedule's going to be like and all that shit. So we still got that, but we're 11 away from the minimal goal I want to be at, so it's pretty good. Pretty good standing we're at here right now. Well, once that shit's finalized or whatever, then I'll probably put like a due date on it or something at some point. Hopefully at that point I'll be at least, I don't know, maybe like 3/4 of the way to where I want to be. I advertise this the contest every so often when I remember it, though. So, I don't know. If you guys feel like forcing this down someone's fucking throat or something to be in it, I don't really care. Free advertising, but anyway. Alright, everyone. So, you're gonna make fodder. I know. Fodder is perfectly fine. Fodder is perfectly fine. Anyway. Have fun, guys. I see you around. We go and go raid the kitties. Bye-bye. And we're gonna see the initial reaction.
Aww,
that's a Nana, Ryan. That's scary.
Hey, Dark! Thanks for the raid!
Oh, shit. That's loud.
Get his ass.
No! Why? Dark, I will give you a shout out after this.
Alright, well, Dan, she's a lot louder than I thought she was going to be. But anyway, alright, guys. I saw some people pop up on the YouTube feed. Anyway. Alright, guys, have fun. We see you later.